Hello everybody, what is up? This is Set Alpha 6 and we are back with another video. And of course we're going to be getting ready for what is tomorrow, the big day of our first expansion in a long time. So sit back, relax, hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get through this intro. Perfect. Now we are back. So before we get started, I'd like to mention I do stream at Twitch at SideAlpha6, and I'd also like to mention that in this video we are going to be going over some basic things you need to get started with this new expansion. If you're a new player, to kind of catch up, there are several things going on right now to kind of help you do that. And then if you actually are a returning player, I'm going to point out a few things in the market that might be able to help you out get a little bit of silver to kind of buy what you need. So let's get started. The number one thing that you need is first to get the Seasons character. Now, for those that may not know, Seasons is actually what we got on the 12th, and this is actually a character you create to kind of boost up through XP bonus, as well as a unique drop rate for special blackstones to enchant gear faster, which will give you gear that are equal to Tet when it comes to boss gear. This is the perfect way to get started and kind of get your boosted up and ready for any heavy PvE or PvX grinds to start farming equipment. That being said, the next thing. So I have mentioned this spot before in one of my previous videos. Now in this video that I showed before, I kind of went over a grind spot in Trent, and this is for chopping trees. Now this is actually a perfect area to kind of get going, especially when it comes to income. Everyone here is trying to grind boats to make them to sell the season, go sea monster hunting. So if you go over here to Trent, you can actually type this in a search window, or if you need a map to kind of guide your way to it, you can find it over here, kind of southwest. Wait, hold on, never east. Sorry, watermelon. Yeah, southwest. Sorry, I had to kind of figure out which direction that was. Southwest of Trent, or of Velia, you will find Trent, and you can actually come over here to farm trees all around this area here. Specifically these trees, just because it is the main source of type of wood for the ships right now. However, in the market there is plenty for people to buy, but logs for people to make scaffoldings, there aren't enough. So the logs you'll also get from those drop rates will be beneficial to sell to make you a slight amount of income over time. I specifically do this either when I'm just wanting to relax, listen to music, or if I'm actually watching Netflix or any other streaming service out there, especially anime. Now the next spot that I'm actually going to get into is actually something I've been doing recently with all my extra characters. So if you have a chance to make any characters in your character slots, at least get them through the first part of training where they all go to Velia to talk to the alchemist. I think this is who you talk to. If you get them past that part, the energy that they make over time is worth a lot of money. Right now my max stamina or energy is 240, and that's actually kind of a lot of money and income that I could be making if I use all my characters. Sadly, I don't do that yet, so I gotta work on that. But for you guys, here's some stuff that you can sell, at least to start off. Rather you sell it or you hoard it for later, because this is beneficial for you and for other players to either sell or make or use in any grind or play in the market. So here we are, and sorry my character is still kind of loading into this vicinity, but here we are in Olivia, and I kind of bring my characters over here for the storage to kind of keep it separate from Velia. So I use this area to kind of farm milk. So if you go to up these cows right here, it costs 10 energy to milk the cow, and then you're gonna actually play a little mini game. When milking them, you hit R1 to start, and pretty much you just hit in between L1 and R2, and just make sure that it doesn't drop below a certain point. Once you succeed, you get your milk pulled. This is actually a great source of income to start off, at least small change wise, not very big, but still big. There isn't enough in market. There's a high demand in market for milk. maybe low grade amount, but this does lead to making a sort of milk tea. Now this milk tea actually increases your combat XP bonus by, I believe, 8 or 5%, and it's used a lot during grinds in case you run out of the XP scrolls or if you don't buy them. So that's kind of where this leads off to. So if you choose to sell the milk that you farm, or if you choose to hoard it for yourself to make the milk tea, and again, you can actually sell the milk tea, that's a higher demand than the milk. It'll make you kind of a bit of money there. So this is actually kind of a grind, and I'll do another video on this as I make it, because it does require honey, and that I have to make another video for that. But for that grind, I don't recommend it if it's a new character, just because of how tedious farming honey is. So those were kind of like the quick 3 things I want to throw out there before starting this new expansion for those that are coming into a new environment, or for those that are joining in to get to the new environment. This kind of might help a little bit, and I'm going to try to push more and more videos to help with making income on the side, as well as gear ahead of time for new characters. I've kind of thought of an idea to hoard equipment or the gear boxes. So I'm gonna mention the grind spots that kind of help in the beginning of the game, that were the go-to, and then where to kind of hoard it, because it is kind of a good storage way, because since seasons kind of broke gear in the market, it's kind of hard to farm it. So I'm kind of gonna push that as well. So for those that have watched this video, if you are planning on doing some of this stuff, or if you have any other grinds you'd like to share, you don't have to, but if you want to, put it in the comments. If this video kind of helps you get started, or if you're about to buy the game and you're not sure, again, let me know. I'm gonna try to keep pushing out more videos for you guys. For those new players, we're now about to hit 3 years on Black Desert for console, so this is gonna be a pretty big moment for a lot of new and returning players, or even the now players. Current players, why did I say now? But for those that have watched, happy grinding, and thanks again for watching this video. Hit that like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.